Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Sorry for the noise, but we've got lots of lovely big engines here. We are really into Intercept races at the moment. As you can see, we've done 2000s fighters, 1980s fighters, 1970s fighters, 1960s fighters, late 40s and early 50s. And today we're doing early 40s World War II bomber Intercept. We're going to take off from here in England. We're going to travel south about 200 miles down to Normandy here and intercept a bomber which is at 16,000 feet and heading towards us, so quite a long way to go. We're using IL2 instead of DCS. It doesn't look as good, but it's pretty much just as realistic in terms of these aircraft, and we can get more people in. We've got 16 people that are going to race today, and I'm going to go through each of these aircraft, then we'll make a prediction and then we'll do the run. So here we have GP in a Tempest Mark V Series 2 with 2,180 horsepower. Here we have a Dora, so it is Weirdo in a Focke-Wulf 190 D9 Dora with the big V12 Jumo engine, 2,130 horsepower. Next, massive P47 D22 Thunderbolt 1 Jug with the Razorback, really significant aircraft. This is Reynard, and he has a staggering 2,600 horsepower with his twin Wasp. That's one to watch. Next, we have Korbjorn, Russian LA5 FN, 1,850 horsepower. Scarecrow Spitfire Mark 14 with the Griffin engine in it, 2,063 horsepower. Next, Rogu in an AR234 twin turbojet engine. You cannot measure this in horsepower, it is pounds of thrust. It is a total of 3,570 pounds of thrust. Next, Pritchard in a Mark II Hurricane with an early series Merlin, 1,405 horsepower and a very thick wing, as you can see. That will play a factor in today. Completely the opposite, a skinny laminar flow wing. We have Hasina in a P51D Mustang, 1,650 horsepower. It's a repackaged Merlin, isn't it, in there?
Yes, essentially.
Hi, another one to watch. We've got a BF109 Hay for Coufirst with NW50 and his current fit out. He has exactly 2,000 horsepower. Next, we have Rob in a JU88C6 with a total of 2,840 horsepower. Next, and again a very, very interesting machine here, a JU87 Stuka with gun pods, which will not make it go fast. It's red, by the way. He has 1,420 horsepower. Next, another 109 variant, a really interesting one. Thanatos, it's a G6 late model, 1,800 horsepower, but it's a very light airframe. Next, we've got a Merlin Spitfire. We've got Cam in a Mark 9 with 1,750 horsepower. This is the same one we get in DCS, by the way. And the Coufirst is the same 109 we get in DCS, and that Mustang is the same one we get in DCS. The Dora is the same one we get in DCS, and that is it. Next is me, something a bit different. It is an ME262, two turbojet engines with a total of 3,570 horsepower. Next, now this is a really good plane. We have a P38 Lightning 1. This is Francis, and he has a staggering 3,100 horsepower. And a late arrival back to Russia, Kildar in a Yak 1B with 1,260 horsepower. That's the 16 planes today. We've had a practice but not a proper race, so no one here knows who's going to win. Guys, I would like to take some predictions. My prediction first. Personally, I'm going to go for all-out power to weight ratio. It may be the wrong thing. That is going to go to either the K4 Coufirst or the Mark 14 Spit. In fact, it probably goes for the Mark 14 Spit, for the lightest airframe with the most powerful engine. So I'm going for Scarecrow, Mark 14 Spit. Anyone else think something different?
Yeah, Mark 14 Spit would be a good bet to put on.
Same thing, horsepower per weight?
Yeah, it's best climb rate here.
No one thinking about the Razorback? I mean, it's got power, 2,600 horsepower.
Yeah, I mean, 2,600, but it's got a turbocharger, so it works better at higher altitude.
Yep.
Yeah,
so that jug is going to go
I'm betting maybe on the K4 because it has a little bit better straight speed than the Spitfire. Maybe straight line, we'll see.
Yes, it does have. It's a thinner, it's a more aerodynamic body, and yes, so less drag. Anyone thinking the turbojets? We've got turbojet technology in here. No one said about the turbojets.
262 and the Arado will take ages to get up to their max speed. Like, they're not that good at climbing. Like, but when they get up to altitude and they start to gain their speed, then they go up to, like, 600 kilometers an hour, like, plus.
Yeah. So don't think these are like F-15 engines. They're not. They're first generation engines, and they're really not that good.
They're 262s, and I had the problem of if you throttled up too quickly, you destroy the engine.
Right, guys, this is, as far as I know, never been done before. It's not a very good looking game, as you can see, but it is actually a very realistic game, so don't get the two mixed up. They're very different things. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, boys.
Cap spooling.
Good luck.
Oh, you're spooling, see you in about half an hour.
Yeah, basically. Gen 1 turbojets.
Really?
Alright, well, let's shoot.
At least somebody
I just crashed, sorry.
Get new ones. Try not to crash into people.
I'll hang back, sorry.
It happens, buddy. It happens.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The turbojets will be very slow to begin with, valued viewers, but they take a long time to get cranked up to actually make any meaningful power. You can see that the other one only just got airborne. Right, guys, this is going to be really interesting. Don't feel pressured to climb with other people. Do what you think is best for you.
And a quick note, please remember to call out only your aircraft or your username. Save the speed for later.
Yeah.
Roger.
Do make a note of it privately, though. Right, Cap airborne. It's a long race. Can take 20 minutes, so look at the AR-234 climb. Are you climbing high because you will need to get in that air? Rogue.
Yeah, and I'm using JTOS as well.
Oh, yeah, JTOS, you son of a bee. Still took him ages to go off. Right, I've already passed Rob in the JU-88. I'm happy with that. Pritchard, I'm catching you up already in the very slow Hurricane. Notoriously slow, big, thick wing, aerodynamic, but one of the best, if not the best turner here.
And devilishly stylish old boy.
Obviously. Oh, some guy's 5 miles plus in front of me. Jesus Christ. Someone's also below me.
I've been me in the Mustang. I've gone for like a low kind of climb angle, but high speed.
Roger. These guys behind me, Francis, they're the guys that crashed, but it won't make too much difference. Don't worry too much about it. Tempest, powerful, over 2,000 horsepower in its Sabre. Can't see what's behind me. There's something behind me as well there. Right, now here's the thing. People think jets in World War II were the most amazing things and they revolutionised it. And in a way they did. They allowed you to go very fast at a high top speed. But in a dogfight or in any kind of other comparison, they're extremely poor. And you can see it here. I can't catch these guys up. They started at the same time as me. That there is a 1942 plane, I'm pretty sure. And it is now, and this is a 1944 plane, and it's jet, and I can't keep up with it. Propeller is a very, very good way of propelling yourself through the air. I'm actually just starting to catch up now. And what I'm doing, viewers, I'm much more suited for going low and then doing a zoom climb. The earlier turbojets would do that much better than climbing high because this plane cannot climb. Love nor money. You can see what P-47D, that's the Razorback there. Very powerful plane there with the double twin Wasp. Also very heavy. There's a Mark 9 Spitfire there. Very light and at very good power to weight ratio, the same one as in its TCS. There's the Kurfürst, very capable climber as well. It's debatably maybe even the highest at the moment. I've got my mini map so we can help see there. Well, it's a nice packed field, guys. I'm catching up with the G6 late, so that makes me feel good. That's 1,800 horsepower while MW50 lasts. Anyone know how long an MW50 will last on wet?
Is it like 15 minutes or whatever?
10 minutes, it says. 10 minutes.
It's almost a whole race. I didn't know it was that big, guys.
Yeah.
10 minutes in combat goes by pretty quick.
Right?
Yeah.
You pretty much wet all the time. It's high up there. Some guys are really far off. Some guys are more than 5 miles in front of me. I'm going to level out for a bit and I'm going to start just doing some... Whoops. Can we have... Who's in first place?
That would be Hasina in the Mustang currently. It's probably not altitude-wise. I'm at 295 miles an hour.
On his left, second guy?
Colby on LAFN, I'm at 490 kilometers an hour at 2,400 meters.
Wow, I never thought an LA5 would be that good. Shows how good those planes were. Third guy?
Scarecrow at 16,000 feet, doing 290 miles per hour.
Amazing.
Interesting thing here is, even though I'm in first, Scarecrow's at the higher altitude. Like, he's at 16,000 feet, I'm only at 9,700 feet.
Roger. Apart from the rear markers, the front group is... I'm actually coming to the front now. And I didn't think I would be able to accelerate in time, valued viewers, but... Smack my mouth. I'm catching the boys up now. That is, however, because I'm very low. I'm going to start trying to increase now. So what I've done is I've gone low and fast so that I could do my zoom climb. This plane seems to suit that better. I'm also off heading slightly, so I need to turn back on heading. Let's turn left. Right. Zoom climb is working. Oh, I'm up with the Reynard. Hello, Razorback.
Looks like Kai is passing Hasina on the right.
Oh, hi! K4!
Because High's diving. High's at a dive.
2,000 horsepower while MW50 lasts. That's a real meathead of a plane, guys. I always really respected that K4.
Beautiful, beautiful plane. Very capable.
Pretty good in DCS game as well.
But the visibility.
Yeah.
K4 is slightly different in IL2 compared to DCS. Same thing with the P51 and the Spitfire that's in here. The Spitfire Mark 9 that's in here is actually a later model of the Mark 9. It's an E-wing compared to the C-wing that's in DCS.
Yep.
The K4 can have a later engine installed into it. It's the DC, I think it is, compared to the DB. And the Mustang, the D model in here is an earlier model of the Mustang, but it's actually lighter and faster than the D30 that's in DCS.
Roger, thank you for that. Guys, I'm going to start calling out places again. Who's in first out on the starboard?
Hi with the K4.
In the K4. And Willie's MW50, last till the end. He's got a big bucket of MW50, and if he runs out, he runs out. Who's second?
LA5, I think.
Wow, LA5!
P47.
No, I just got past, Scarecrow.
Right, so who is it in second, sorry? LA5 or P47?
Yeah, LA5, I'm in third.
You're in third. What are your speeds up there?
319, 16.5.
Who's behind the Razorback?
Scarecrow, 14, 287.
Roger, and I'm about to zoom past you. Wow, oh, there he is. That's him there, that's Scarecrow. Okay, well, I'll take it back, valued viewers. I mean, it's taken a while to... I don't have a ruler tool, I don't think, so I can't tell you how long that is, but it's taken 50 miles or so, maybe 60, 70 miles, but I am now catching up these planes here, the front runners, and I'm actually going to zoom past you guys in a minute. Right, well,
Like neck and neck with the Spit.
Where's the 234?
Not sure my position, but I'm at altitude and I'm accelerating.
I'm catching high.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Don't stray too far on starboard high.
Roger, yeah.
Mine are axial flow turbojets, aren't they, guys? I think they are.
Sounds about right.
Right, I am now.
There's Super Cap. Yep, okay, I see it.
Sorry, Reynard. This is 21st. This is late 20th century technology coming through now. So this is where it's really kicking in, look. Those guys there can get up to speed quicker, but they've all hit their top speed. I take ages to get up to my top speed. When I do, I'm friggin' unstoppable. So as that, the faster I go, the more air I can gulp. Get some more power out of the engines. Wow, look at that Razorback go. I do apologise, guys. I'm about to make a bit of a fool of you all, I'm afraid. Right, I'm passing even high now on my starboard low.
Where are you?
I'm my left high for you.
Oh ho ho!
Now, it'd be interesting to see how the 234 does now. Will it perform?
Yeah, where is Rocky?
It's got the same engines as me.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
much
just about
bigger.
to pass GP in the Tempest.
What's it?
We're
Did they say
waypoint
was-
3. Waypoint 3.
Should be
Yeah,
faster
that's the
than
very back of the pack. The JU-87 and the JU-88 are jockeying for the final position.
What's your speed back there?
I'm toying with the 87 at the moment.
Go, Rob, go!
Yeah, the Dora is getting out of the top 10 slowly.
Oh,
But it's
half a
coming.
mile behind me.
Unfortunately, valid viewers, I can't click on like DCS. I can't find out who's who. It's just not as good a game for that kind of thing. Okay, guys, I'm at 660 kilometers an hour, about 350 knots, I think. It's pretty impressive for 1944, right?
LA5 still trying to climb up, like, poor thing.
Keeping low because it's faster down here.
Yeah. Different aircraft will be more optimal at
You'll
different
still need
altitudes.
to get up to, like,
I know.
bomber at some point.
at some point.
Would we say that these turbojets are the best at altitude, or have I got that wrong, do you think? Is that not necessarily true?
I think that G6 late's hit his paywall. I'm literally hauling him in.
I'm pretty much hitting my top speed now, 663 kilometers an hour. It's pretty dang fast. Look at fuel. Fuel's pretty good, about, I don't know, 35% or something. Plenty of it. Right, who's second place? Is it you still high?
Yeah, I think I'm doing 540 miles per hour.
500 miles per hour?
Sorry. KPH.
Right. Who's doing third place?
That's me still. P47.
Nice, that's impressive for a big heavy plane. Who's fourth place?
That'll be me in the Mustang, I think.
Fifth place?
That would be me in the LA5 then. Assassino just passed me.
Do we think we're too low for the Mustang's top speed?
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's a slight problem. Some planes are built, you know, the Mustang doesn't have a huge horsepower compared with a lot of them, but it's one of the fastest here. And that's because it was, am I right in saying, aren't I, guys? It's very much optimized for high altitude. One of the things that was
to
really
stay
good
with B-17s at like 20 to 25, 30,000 feet.
Yeah, so it won't find its legs down here. It'll only find its legs up there, and some of the other planes as well. Who is in sixth place behind those two?
It's Wheeler in the Dora, and I'm coming through.
Impressive. Again, a high altitude kind of interceptor, over 2,000 horsepower, but also a very heavy plane and quite a high wing loading on it. Roger, guys. Who's behind the door in seventh place? If they know. It's quite hard to know which place you're in, so it's.
So the P-51 has the third lowest horsepower out of all the aircraft.
Yeah.
Whoever's in the AR-234 is in seventh.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own, I think.
That's Rock-U. Oh, it'll be really interesting to see where he finishes. Yep, I can see him. He's at the lead of that big pack there. Right, guys, we're actually going to make our intercept in just about 1 minute. So you concentrate on getting your intercept now. Calling out clearly. Bomber, are you ready?
Ready. And a quick reminder, please call out your aircraft type only.
And internalise your speed. Internalise your speed. Do not hit the bomber, for F's sake. There will be a lot of anger going on. Right, viewers, it was ME262. Once it gets to speed, it's just unstoppable. Again, I'm not sure I'd really rate it in a fight, but it's never meant to be a dogfight. It was an interceptor, bomber interceptor.
Roger.
I think K4's
lost tally on you.
Silence. Radio silence.
ME262. Good luck, everyone.
Ooh, the scene is slowly starting to catch.
Are you doing a left-hand brake, Cap?
Don't worry about me. Just concentrate on your job.
Keep radio silent so you can ride down the planes, guys.
I'll call out radio silence when I start to get people within 8 miles.
Copy.
So far, only Cap has shown up apart from a dot. Oh, I've got one that's fairly low. Here we are, people are popping up now.
High intercept, 400 miles per hour.
We were right next to each other.
Please just say the type of your plane. Do it right, guys.
P-51.
AR-234.
Fokker Wolf 190 Dora.
Tempest.
Spitfire.
14.
BF-109 G6 late.
LAFN.
P38.
I am missing 3 aircraft so far. The Hurricane, the Ju-88 and the Yak-1B.
We're coming.
Hello, right?
Yeah. They'll be there in another 2 years.
Hurricane Mark II.
Fighters who have finished the race, come find the 262. We're going to take a thumbnail.
We've only got 3 gallons left, hurry up.
All right, guys, well done, really good stuff. Okay, guys, we're going to do a formation landing, and then we're going to land a debrief. Now, I can't... Oh, yes, I can. I've got my flaps, and I'll be fine. Guys, I'm going to formation lead. It's going to get jerky when I first come off autopilot in 3, 2, 1, mark. Major difference between these and the modern power fighters. These have got the fuel to do a 200-mile intercept and then go and fly to France and land. So efficient in terms of fuel. Well, I was saying that one of you is about to run out.
Bye-bye.
It's a shame I don't have screen recording software, because then you can just focus on flying.
Yes, that would be very nice. Oh, I feel stifled with this canopy. I'm taking it off. Ah, it's better. Supercar! Oh, it sounds better.
Just so strong.
Jesus, Singapore, you almost collided into me, buddy.
Hi, Francis.
My engine.
Yeah, looks like I'm guiding the 88 in.
Ah.
Where's
slowest and the least fuel.
MiG-21 is the
Well,
worst.
I'll only put 20% in, Cap, to be honest.
Yeah, so that 88 can go quite far. It's just
I took 30, but I'm running on fumes already.
It was a good year. Poland got invaded. Oh, sorry.
Demonetized.
What I didn't realise up until recently, guys, that Russia invaded Poland at the same time.
Yep, a lot of people have invaded Poland over its history. Must be one of the most invaded countries of all time, below Crimea.
Yeah, and they all left, makes you wonder.
Germany and Russia didn't like fight originally. They were like, yeah, you can have this bit of Poland, and we'll have this bit of Poland, and we'll be fine. And we'll become allies with Britain as well once we're at it. We'll try that. But...
Preparing to turn on base. What are we doing in miles per hour, guys? I can't work it out.
About 260.
Yeah, 260-ish.
Oh, that's fast. Bringing that right down. Back's going all the way down.
Yeah, I need to get a 300 kph to bring my gear down.
Yep, we'll get there, guys.
Almost there.
I may have lost bits of my airplane.
You gotta love my bicycle flaps here. Bicycle chain flaps.
Right, believe in me, I'll take you down, guys. I'll take you down. Speed in miles per hour, quick.
160.
Nice.
I'm at 150 now.
Alcina, remember your gear.
Fast landing, obviously, but we've got jets to deal with. How does the slowest plane here land ahead of everyone? And cut and land. Grim Reaper's formation landing. Big sexy.
Waiting for that clunk. There it is.
That was cutting it close, Cena.
Oh, I know my Mustang.
Where's the Mustang? Coming by on your port side, Pritchard.
Okay, I just landed about 5 times.
Don't break, guys, don't break.
No need for it.
Don't break. I've got to power up to keep going.
109s do not like to.
Oh, someone.
Land.
I'm like taxiing at this point.
Oh my god, I made it down.
Did everybody make it down?
Cap, break. You're about to run off the runway.
Roger, done. Osprey, can you send me your text, that text of the landing positions, please? Everyone come to me at the end of the runway. That's an hors d'oeuvre. And the final score, of course, the ME-262 won. It not just won, it won with ease, actually. And I spent about 10 seconds off on idle power because my autopilot messed up. So that just did really well. Well done, 262, I guess. Next, wow, BF109K4. I told you it's going to be good, guys. No one listened. I told you it's going to be good. It's got 2,000 horsepower. It's light. It's got a thin wing. It can really go. Well done, high. That's amazing. Look at that. Razorback, 2,600 horsepower. Really good plane, and it's optimized for high level as well. Well done, Reynard. P51 got 4th place. It is a fast. It's one of the lowest powered here, but it's optimized high level, and we were relatively high level, flown well. P51, well done. Then the next turbojet, the AR234, back there. Tempest, the mighty Tempest with its giant V24, whatever the hell engine.
Napier Savior engine, yeah.
Roger. Dora behind that. One surprising thing is that the Kurfürst beat the Dora. The Dora was renowned for its high altitude performance. But I guess we weren't that high, maybe. Next, Spitmark 9 beat the 14. It's 400 horsepower down. And the same body, more or less. 400 horsepower down. How did it beat the Mark 14? This is one of the legendary things of why the 9 was so good, by the way. A lot of people preferred the Merlin Spitz over the Griffin Spitz. Anyone know why it did so well?
It's a little bit
because my
too.
supercharger wasn't engaging. Like, every time I engaged the supercharger to the higher one, it would drop my throttle.
Because of our altitude, question mark, or?
No idea.
I think you have only 5 minutes of maximum power in the Mark 14.
Huh.
So you gotta manage that power wisely, and that's why it was pulling him back.
Because he started off, he was right at the front to begin with.
Nice freaking tail slap there, Scarecrow.
Hey!
Thank you, Reynard. Okay. Then the BF109G6 Late, which I thought would have been right near the top. 1,800 horsepower, and it's a light airframe. Anyone know why I didn't do well?
Yeah, engine went into emergency mode and limited to 80% throttle.
There we go. It just
probably ran out of MW50, maybe.
It certainly did.
Couldn't do high power for long enough, so you were back down to 1300 horsepower or whatever. Fair enough.
Yeah.
LA5 FM, which started right at the front, and I mean right at the front, with this 1850 horsepower, but then it just pulled back. Was it the same problem, engine limited?
It's altitude. It just loses power past like 12,000 feet. It's just.
Is that a Russian thing?
Yeah. So,
Supercharger thing.
All right. P38, which I expected better of. It's called the Lightning, and it's over 3,000 horsepower. Too draggy, question mark?
No, it's just went into limp mode itself.
Right, so just couldn't...
As well, yeah. No, couldn't sustain acceleration.
Yeah, these prop planes, I mean, technically this is true with the turbojets as well, but the prop planes just cannot go on full chat for 20 minutes. They'd all burn their engines out, so they have to come off at some point. Yak 1B, near the bottom. Anything to say about Yak? Not really.
Not good at high altitude.
Yeah, I got to 15,000 feet, but couldn't get over 300.
One jump. Hurricane.
250, actually, couldn't get over 250.
Hurricane has its uses. It's a very tough plane, can take a lot of damage, and it can maneuver beautifully, but it's never been a fast plane, and no one ever said it's fast, so it's the slowest of the fighters. Ju-88 bomber, down the bottom, and then the Stuka, right at the bottom, but red, made it all the way to the landing. Guys, I reckon that's a pretty good representation of what you would get in real life. That's pretty solid, that is, and that's really interesting. Any final comments?
You can kind of see how it goes backwards in time almost from top to bottom. You got like the later stuff at the top, and then as you slowly work your way down the list, you go to kind of things like I said. You got the P51s, K4s, 1944, 45, 262, 45, Spink Mark 9. 43, 14. I think is also around 43. Funnily enough, G6 late. It's a 44, 45
No
engine
rudder there, Scarecrow.
In a 1943's airframe, LA5 43, P38 1943, Yak 1s, 1942, and then Hurricanes 1939. So
let me know if there's any other races you want to do, because I actually found it really good, really realistic, and easy and fun as well. And we'll sort something out. Otherwise, guys, thanks for the race, and I'll see you guys later.
See you later,
Thanks,
Cap.
Cap.
Cheers,
Bye.
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 Lots of fun.